Communication is the key to all success. But how we talk to ourselves is something that we often overlook. So today we're going to lean into that and focus on our self-talk, because that changes everything. Today we're going to start off with something I refer to as mental sweeping. That is clearing your mind of negative thoughts. So there are times that we sweep because we see something that's dirty, we see something that needs to be addressed, and we pick up our broom to take care of it. But there are other times when we just do the sweep as an act of maintenance, right? Because we know that we have this internal monologue that can say things that are really negative to ourselves. So instead of being reactive, let's be proactive by using mental sweeping. We're going into our thoughts and we're clearing out the dust. There is no reason to wait until the house is a complete mess. And by house in this case, I actually mean your brain. You want to get in there way before that. One example of mental sweeping that I deal with regularly at my work site is that I will leave my office and leave behind 1, 2, or 3 things that I need for my job. And I'm on my way and I'm in the elevator or I'm walking up the stairs and I realize I forgot my laptop, or I forgot my notebook or my favorite pen. And I used to say to myself,
"Oh my gosh, is so stupid. Why do you constantly do this? This is absolutely ridiculous."
But I realized that it's just something that I happen to do when I'm in a rush. And maybe I can slow myself down sometimes. But in that moment, is it fair to say that to myself? Is it kind? Is it compassionate? And would I say that to somebody else? So in those moments, I need to take my mental broom and clean it out. This next one may seem kind of taboo in the American context, at least, and that's the idea of giving yourself a break. That's right. You don't have to just fight through everything or think, if I don't have the right solution right now, that I just have to try to figure it out and keep pushing through it. But a mental health break is essential for your wellness. You can't clean your mind if you don't give yourself breaks. Isn't that right? The next tip I have for you is actually to write it down. When you take time to write down what you're feeling, to write down exactly what you're saying to yourself in these moments, you will likely realize just how unkind those statements are. Because like I said before, if you won't say it to someone else, why would you say this to yourself? You deserve the most. You deserve better than this. So take a moment, and when you realize you're saying negative things about yourself, turn off those thoughts by writing it down. And when you write it down, you get a chance to actually look at it in black and white. It doesn't matter to me how you write it down. You can write it down in your cell phone. You can write it down on a sheet of paper. However you decide to write it down and look at it in real time. It's really important that you don't put it off by writing it down and then just putting it aside for later, because you need to take a moment in that space when you're already in this negative space to look at what you said about yourself. And if you wouldn't say that to somebody else, why would you say that to yourself? It's super important that we value ourselves. And without realizing it, actually, some of those negative thoughts that we have inside do actually leak out. We may say something under our breath, or we may kind of make a self-deprecating joke, and it seems like it's all well and good, but it really hurts your self-esteem. It hurts your ability to show up as your full and honest self, and you deserve to show up as yourself. You are a valuable human being who deserves to show up in their full selves, and the world deserves to see you in that space. If you're struggling with reframing how you think about yourself, join me on my reset journey. I'm resetting my mind, I'm resetting my body, my spirit, and I hope that you join me on this journey because it is a lifelong journey. And as I grow, you grow. And if you've taken anything away from this video, do me a favor and write something in the comments below about how you connected with this video.